Nobody is advocating that the deal be reopened. Anyone with eyes to see can see it never closed. Congress is trying to change the deal. The president is declaring a trade war on one of the countries involved, Mexico. So this is a live deal. And the question is why the government wants to tie its hands and put its head in the sand instead of waiting for an opportunity to improve the deal for Canadian workers and for the environment. That's the real question. And I suspect, Mr. Speaker, it's because they're listening to the same drug companies that they're listening to that want to fight pharmaceuticals in this country who are going to make money off this deal. So why is it that they're more concerned to defend the interests of corporate tycoons than the interests of Canadian workers?
The Honourable Minister of Foreign Affairs.
You know, Mr. Speaker, there are so many misunderstandings in that question. It's hard to know where to start. So let me start by saying that the Mexican president has said today, speaking for Mexico, that Mexico intends to move ahead with its ratification process. Now, as I have just said, the NDP are naive at best and playing political games at worst to suggest that Canadians would benefit from reopening this deal. And if the NDP wants to take a page out of Donald Trump's playbook and withdraw from NAFTA, they should have the courage to tell Canadians that.
Mr. Speaker, if NAFTA 2.0 is a good deal for Canada, what does the Prime Minister consider a bad deal? Canadians know this is a worse deal and that it also compromises our sovereignty. Right. Canada now has to ask permission from the U.S. to negotiate a new trade deal, and we have to report to the U.S. when we change our monetary policy. The Prime Minister has paid too high a price, and with this bill, he will have free rein to give more away. Will he admit he has failed Canadians?
Mr. Speaker, I have read the Liberal 0.5 to NAFTA, and I'll give a review for the Minister. Canada lost on agriculture, lost on resources, lost on softwood, lost on auto, lost on biologic drugs, lost on data transfer, lost on de minimis, lost on visa, lost on Buy American. They even lost on their progressive agenda, Mr. Speaker. How could this Liberal government say 0 out of 10 is a win?
Let me give you some objective, impartial evidence on how good the New Deal is. The International Trade Commission, which is a U.S. body not likely to put its thumb on the scale in Canada's favor, reported that as a result of the New Deal, U.S. exports to Canada would increase by $19.1 billion, and Canadian exports would increase to the U.S. by $19.1 billion. That's a win-win, Mr. Speaker.